Also, we gave you the Sworn Amongst EP, Evolution.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty generic, isn't it? I will contest this. I don't want anyone to go away with the idea that it's
generic. It's not generic.
Yeah.
But I reckon in the way that if you like Lamb of God and Machine Head,
yeah,
you'll like Sworn Amongst. Great shred, great production. It feels kind of like wanton and fucking having it. And it's got enough of its own thing for it to be its own thing.
Yeah, I think I liked it to begin with, and I didn't, even for an EP, it didn't totally hold my attention.
Oh, really? Because there's 6 tracks on there.
Yeah, 6 tracks, and they kind of, I felt a little bit like it was good, and then they'd labour. The songs are quite long, and not long in a Machine Head way where they do lots of different things. Now I just felt like they kind of over riffed the same riff, if that's a coherent sentence.
Yeah.
But
put a full stop.
It's all right. I mean, it's quite good. It's the sort of thing again that I would probably listen to and go, I quite like this, but I wouldn't rush out and buy it.
I prefer it to the Machine Head album.
You prefer it to the Machine Head album?
Yeah.
Wow. That...
for the people who aren't watching the video, for the people who are looking at that camera, and anyone just listening, you should have seen the look of absolute contempt / disbelief on your face.
It's kind of disbelief though.
Yeah, I don't know,
because I don't really understand how that's. Well, I think that's really weird. I just think that's weird. You're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired.
What did I watch the other day that had some great lines in it? It was a more obscure Arnie movie.
Raw Deal.
It wasn't Raw Deal. It was he's slightly older. It wasn't Sixth Day.
Sixth Day.
We could definitely be here all day with my memory.
Yeah.
Good.
If you shot an Arnie, honestly, all right, if you shot an Arnie film at me, I'd give you a quote from it, whatever film.
What did I text you the other day? I was watching, like, what kind of cap are you anyway?
I think it was a racer.
Was it a razor? Yeah.
You told me it was a razor. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You've just been erased. Your luggage.
I might have to give you an Arnie quiz. Let us know on the Facebook if you want me to give Stephen an Arnie quiz.
I've got my tattoo, but you can vote for this on the this is something you can vote for on the podcast page. I'm gonna get another tattoo. I don't know whether to get Converge artwork or a spitting image puppet of Arnie with a speech bubble saying, "Dylan, you son of a bitch." So
I think that's an obvious one. No one's going to go Converge artwork. The other one sounds really silly. No one's going to come and say that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what would you, if you had to live with that forever, what would you have?
I would just get, not even the Arnie's head, I'd just get the quote, like, then like really like meaningful like script, like really cool script.
Or I'd like to have like a really muscly white arm and a really, because he's him and Carl Weathers, isn't it? Like a black arm and a white arm there. And Dylan, you son of a bitch, written in the middle of it. That would be fucking quality. And everyone would think I was... Brilliant.
Maybe have all of the quotes in tattoos running down your back, so that when you meet new people, you give them a biro.
The whole script of Predator.
Yeah,
on your person.
It's in the jungle. Just came alive and took him.
Something's got him spooked. Could be here all fucking day doing this.
The Arnie cast. So we had the Sworn Amongst EP. I've given you a bunch of albums, including
Censor.
So looking forward to that. I've also given you the Arsing Alexandria dubstep album.
Oh, that's what I've been waiting for.
Well, I'm interested because you like the Korn album.
Yeah.
But I know you hate, like, just kind of pointless. No,
I don't hate it. I don't know anything about it.
Oh, okay, good.
I've never really listened to it.
I'm completely incorrect there. I don't know what I'm doing today, just making it all up, really.
Fucking
Lies.
Pants down. Pull your jeans away, you get your power, I'm sure.
Oh, who's on the phone now?
It's just a fucking text message.
Right.
Chill out.
Chill out. Stop telling me to chill out.
Oh, okay. Good.
Just conducting a bit of business there live.
It was good. Got a really good text message.
What are the other albums that I gave you? What did I burn you last week?
That was it. You just gave me Lamb of God and Sworn Amongst.
Okay, cool. So we're going to do Arsing Alexandria next week.
Yeah. I listened to State Number 8.
That's right. Give us State Number 8.
State Number 8. It's a brilliant album actually. It's really good.
Cool.
I really like it a lot. It's really quite different. And I was listening to it, and I didn't read the press release. I was just listening to it, and some of the lyrics are absolutely mental. Have you listened to it?
I have listened to it. Yeah, I went to see them in Belgium. They're from Belgium.
Biting his cock and sucking. You can suck my balls and bite my cock.
That tune's amazing.
But it's fucking brilliant. Yeah. And
quite different.
And I was going, what are they like? I can't really work out what they're like. They're kind of like sort of Fugazi, and then I don't know, not really. It's quite heavy, and they're a bit like sort of long songs, like kind of post rock, like Mogwai, and I didn't really know. But then I read the press release, and it said they're like Killing Joke crossed with ISIS with Kurt Cobain on vocals, and I went, oh yeah, they are. Yeah, that's exactly what. They
There's a lot of ISIS in there.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like the kind of
ISIS.
crushing, thundering heaviness with those kind of like spacey.
And then they got I like the singer's got a really sort of throaty. It is a kind of Kurt Cobain throaty, like he's
only about 19.
I know, crazy.
I went over to Belgium to see them do it because they're from Belgium to do it in this really, really like sort of anodyne room. You know when you go to a gig, see something really scuzzy and grab like black spiders, and you go and it's like the Alexander Palace, you know, and it's sort of all a bit shishy and it doesn't really work. It was strange because they got bits of Under Oath in there as well. That kind of appropriation of like Sigur Rós and Mogwai, as you say, those kind of ambient bits in there. But yeah,
it's very good. They're very good.
So we're going to go to everyone's comments now. We've already done Stu's. We bumped that one up the bill, didn't we? And where are we? Richard Devine says the video podcasts are they on iTunes so I can watch them on his iPhone? No.
Also, I've got to say, someone said, well, I can't find the Stegel link. It's because my former band members, the bassist and guitarist, went to put it on iTunes to make a bit of money, bit of beer money, boy, and and they got halfway through it. It was taking ages to load it up, so they just didn't bother.
Brilliant.
So you wonder why we never got signed. With a work ethic like that.
Roadrunner knocking at your door.
Took fucking 18 minutes to download one, boy. Couldn't fucking be bothered. Deal or no deal's on, innit? Had to fucking switch off. Ridiculous.
We are going to do that. We've got the pitch cast, the high pitch cast this week. And then next week we're going to do the entire podcast in our local accents, where you're from, where I'm from. I might find that a little difficult because I have to like accommodate whoever's talking. I become more like them. Yeah, you should have heard me in Glasgow.
Oh God, I should. Just breathing, just going in people's faces, and they're like, "Excuse me, I don't know."
Are you from Scotland?
I don't know. Excuse me, can you not breathe in my face like that? I mean, it's no way to behave, even in Glasgow. That was a posh Scottish man.
That was Ewan McGregor, how he really sounds. Craig McKenna says, as not really fans from what I can tell, what are your thoughts about the new Nightwish single leaked, assuming you haven't covered it already, which we actually just have. He also says, Gill casually asks a few weeks ago, whatever happened to Gareth Gates? Well, apparently he played at this guy's university Freshers Week. Downhill? I think so.
Yeah. Well, not a fucking surprising you're on bloody Pop Idol and X Factor and all that other toss.
What did you think was going to happen? You were on Pop Idol.
Yeah.
They're not going to invite you to play the Queen Elizabeth Hall to front
end
Lee Scratch Perry's live orchestra.
Stuttering away that he's got granary bread rather than fucking wholemeal out the back of their university. Probably like he's some big star. Him and Wes Scantlin holding hands, fucking fondling each other's testicle areas.
With his cowboy boots on that are too big. The only thing that was left.
I hate all that. That geezer from X Factor got kicked off for doing drugs. Yesterday.
Weird, I know. What, the media?
Yeah,
the media.
I can't believe
drugs.
it.
What was he doing?
Doing cocaine.
Cocaine. Yeah. What? Mate, don't even fucking get me started.
I was watching This Morning.
This morning,
and they were talking about it, and Holly Willoughby was like, "Well, that's because he's a rock and roller, isn't he? He's a rock and roller. That's why he did it." And they were like, "Yeah, yeah." And then they went, "Wow!" They had him and they had her and Philip Schofield, and then these two like celebrity journalist people. I don't even know what they are. What are those people? People, you know, when you read The Sun and there's a big picture of a man and he's smiling and he's just him with a bunch of celebrities, and he goes, "Oh, last night Sunita did a fart near one of the Backstreet Boys," and everyone goes, "No!" Oh God, I'm glad you're on 50 grand a year. That is brilliant, right? You know those cunts. Well, there's two of them, and they're going, "Oh," they sort of went, "Oh, he thinks he's a rock and roller." like they fucking know what it is. Like Philip Schofield knows what it means to be rock and roll
in his t-shirt and blazer combo.
Yeah. I mean, fuck. Shut up! Just shut your mouth, you dicks. I got no fucking sympathy for some cock kid who like has got an Arctic Monkeys album and a shit haircut, and he reckons he's a fucking
and a rosary.
Yeah, and he reckons he's a rude boy. Oh, I'm so rock and roll. You're not, mate. You're just a prick. And
he looks a little bit like Ollie
Sykes. Have a little bit of coke, and I'm gonna fucking finger a girl, and then get kicked out the X Factor. But he'll probably get a record deal, and people will buy his book before he has, and a poster and like a blow up face of him before he even has a single out. Disgusting.
And actually, this links on to the next one. We cut this picture out. I don't know if anyone in the London area who reads Metro, it's the free newspaper, there was a picture of Justin Bieber turning on the Christmas lights at Westfield. So only a step up from where Gareth Gates is right now. Like properly throwing the horns, like fists in the air throwing the horns. And I was like, this is amazing. If there's any guaranteed anything that's going to make all metalheads immediately stop doing something, it's Justin Bieber doing it.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I don't throw the horns anymore. I give the claw. If anything, I give the claw, and like just the horns. It just means I like I've seen Ashley Simpson on the telly going,
yeah,
throwing the horns. Did you see that picture?
I didn't see it, but I like to throw the mallet. The mallet.
What's the mallet?
It's an actual mallet, and you hit Justin Bieber in the side of the fucking head with it, and then you.
Is it like the funfair mallet, or is it like
I'd like to get a big
rubber-ended mallet?
You imagine every time a celebrity does that, someone just hits him in the side of the head with a mallet.
Yeah, I'm actually just sort of fantasizing about being able to do that.
I love it.
Or just pull someone's trousers down. Do you remember doing that at school when everyone's got games and everyone's wearing a tracksuit and you whip up behind someone and whip their tracksuit down? Just because it's so undignified if you're doing something a bit spacky, like
walking down the red carpet, Rihanna, and she throws the horns, and suddenly, bosh, to the side of her head,
mallet,
bang.